The Police Service Commission has decried persistent attempts by what they call vested interest to hijack its constitutional mandate of recruitment, promotion, discipline within the Nigerian police force. A statement by the Commission spokesperson Ike Chukwani said the DIG Hashim Argungu, that's the Police Service Commission chairman, disclosed this when he received a presidential delegation led by the Special Advisor to the President on Policy Coordination, head of the Central Results Delivery Unit, Hadiza Bala Usman. Although Argungu did not name the organizations or people involved in attempting to usurp his powers, the Commission had previously been locked in a dispute with the Nigerian police about recruitment of cadets, a matter that was later resolved.
I think they're just failing to name, call a spade a spade. We all know that it is the police authorities
and politicians too.
But the person who is dancing, in the arena, is the one we know. Because if you wear a head cam, and I'm not hearing the sound you're listening to and you're dancing, I could imagine that it is any music you're dancing to. But of course, because it has come to the open before, we know that it is the police authorities. And I've said before that most of the chairmen of the Police Service Commission in recent times have been either DIGs or IGs that have retired, in which case, when they were IGs, whoever is the current IG, and I'm not saying Egbetoku, I'm talking about analytical statement now, is a much, much younger officer to him. And so if we have what we call esprit de corps, if we have that hierarchical authority, which whoever is in authority has to respect, and if there's a clear demarcation as to what the Police Service Commission is supposed to do and what the police authorities are supposed to do, then wouldn't we have this dancing naked all the time? There have been times that promotions were, handled, and indeed, it had to be cancelled because there was argument. There was a time that we talked about 10,000 recruitments every other year, according to the government of Buhari at the time, and it became a tug of war between the police and the PSC. So at what point will the presidency come down to say, okay, let's sit down and define your duties, your responsibilities, in what area and what area? Until this is done, we'll continue to hear all of this. And indeed, the PSC, because they don't have weapons, quote and unquote, they will always be crying like this. Because the police authorities tend to have, the upper hand here.
I understand. I think that's also the way forward. And we have a clear-cut arrangement. What does the law say about this? I know that even if the police hierarchy knows what the law says, they also feel that we cannot be an agency that superintends police affairs, and the IGP cannot have a level of, universities sometimes they say the VC's list. So the police IGP will be like, you can't be a police service commission, an IGP will get in one list. So, but it's not about having a list, it's about interference. It's becoming too much and it's choking them. I think I'm also concerned that the executive has not really called them to order in a manner like the way we had the last quarrel between DSS and EFCC, and the presidency intervened in a way that we never had such wahala again. Serious warning. I think they need that kind of warning.
Yes, I'm thinking that what you called a list is supposed to be called input.
Okay.
Is it the police that is supposed to handle A, and then the PSC has input because the sole authority lies with the police? Is it the PSC that is supposed to handle this? Then the IG or the police authority can have input. You understand? But it is defined, if you know where I'm coming from. Yes, we have the VC's list. Can't the DVC also say, Oga, I have this number of candidates, so, okay? In which case, if it comes to recruitment, for instance, of what cadre of officers? Is it cadets or ordinary recruits? If it is promotion, is it from constable to, let's say, ASP, and then from DSP up, is either the police or the PSC? Let there be clear demarcation. Until this is done, we will continue to have this. And I think these two institutions are too high up there, and like I said before, to be dancing naked in the public.